there's clearly a big shift, whether it's going into Web3, the metaverse, or even just the shift of where people are when they're engaging with media. It's more so at home than in an office. All these radical shifts that we're seeing, I think, shake out to mean a noisier landscape, sharper competition for readers' attention, for buyers' attention. And so that's where I think we're really going to harness the power of simplicity in our comms approach and, again, use data to understand what matters most. So I got into marketing communications by a pretty unusual path. I started working in like Hollywood and LA in the entertainment industry, working as an actor in commercials and TV a while ago. And then I followed my curiosity off camera to get into creative services, which brought me into copywriting, and from there, marketing communications. And eventually I continued to follow my curiosity into PR and comms. For the first 5 years or so of my career in marketing communications, I was really cut off from data. I was either working for small organizations that didn't have that kind of data capability, or I was working as a freelancer where that data was made invisible to me. And it wasn't until I started getting into tech companies where I was able to really harness the power of communications and demonstrate its business impact. My favorite way to use data is for horizon scanning in particular. I like to turn to data not only for reporting and demonstrating impact to key stakeholders, but more than anything, I like to use data to guide how our brand will contribute to the conversation, figure out what topics matter most to our audience, and use it to get closer to our customers, to deepen our customer empathy. For a long time at my current organization, we sort of had a big question to solve, which was, how do we reach this particular audience in HR? And very often our intuition led us to talking more about mental health issues, which are important, but we had a hard time understanding how that fit into our product and our brand and what we could speak to. It wasn't really until we gave ourselves access to a media monitoring platform that we were able to deeply understand what conversations we could actually contribute to in the HR space. Share of voice is always valuable, although I'm also always tweaking who our competitor set is to understand share of voice. And then, this is a silly one and a basic one, but I love demonstrating estimated reach for a piece. So when we finally land some coverage or a great byline, I love being able to shout from the rafters to the rest of the organization just how many eyes are on it. So today we're just sort of starting on this journey, but we're using Signal AI, but we're kind of looking at all kinds of platforms to beyond a media pitching platform to sort of harness all this data. I think it will rely on data to really get a full and accurate view of the media landscape. Otherwise, we'll just be working off of assumptions. My hope is that communications disciplines will continue to get more human, to get more empowered. And I hope that people starting out their careers have to spend less time than their predecessors on things like crisis management and risk control, and we can get more into storytelling.